On the line here as division weekend in the NFL is underway.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And right away, he lost the football.
That would have made him fumble, but that was fucking mental.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Mayfield on play action.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
Now Mayfield lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 30, the 20. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
brought down at
the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, the ball carrier. The tackle by...
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Browns 3.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 22. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with the 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try the air now with Herbert.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 52 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw incomplete.
No good on the fake extra point.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive.
He's going to look for Allen now. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big one there for the Chargers. And even 50 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Complete to number 13.
Keenan Allen, 29 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. No one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The
Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
All the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They do get a couple, but they'll be with a 3rd and 8 coming up. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield.
Jason needs to cover.
Cleveland. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns are back with a score. Yeah, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that
Hey,
leaves
guess what?
us
21 to 16.
anticipating
So yeah.
I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles White touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing. It's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your just.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
What are you doing? That was actually a good fucking pass.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A run with Smallwood. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
There's Smallwood. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. So give them the first down, 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off.
dime.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Wendell Smallwood there to make the grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it. Catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing, when you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Fire kicker.
Okay, they went for the fake. For the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those? Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Chargers.
As that ball got away from him. And he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And now look at him go. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense.
He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1
every single time.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
To Wendell Smallwood.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On his... Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.